Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Randy Anderson. I'm the Chief Operations Officer for Modexus, and this is another edition of Modexus Rising Stars. It's a great opportunity to hear from some of the folks in the field that are truly making a difference. They're building a team, learn a little bit more about them and why they do what they do and what drives them to share this amazing company every single day. So today is special for me because we're going to have a conversation with someone that I've had the privilege of knowing for a whole lot of years. He's an amazing individual, both in what he does with here at Modexus, but also who he is as a person. His family, his professional background, just everything. So he's also been a dear friend for a long time. So with that, we're going to bring in from Covington, Louisiana, Mr. Rick McGrew. Rick, thank you for joining us today. And again, this is an edition of Modexus Rising Stars. This company is doing some great things for you and your family, and I just appreciate the opportunity to have a conversation with you today. How are you?
Thanks. It's great to see you, Randy, as always.
Well, very good. And that's, right back at you, sir. So, you know what, let's start out a little bit and just, I'd love for you to tell us a little more about yourself. Tell us maybe your background professionally. I know you served our country and we thank you for that as well, but also your professional background. You've helped a lot of people over the years, but I know that in that journey, health and wellness and well care has also been equally as important to you, not only creating opportunity for you and your wife, Dan, but also your family. So tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I've been in the medical field all my life in some sort of fashion, starting out watching my dad as a physician and seeing what he did. I joined the Navy, like you said. I was in the medical field during that. When I got out of there, I continued into the medical field in orthopedics. That was my life. I became a registered nurse, and for almost 40 years, I guess, I worked doing orthopedics and helping people. I've always had this, I don't know exactly what to call it, watching my dad, how he cared for people. I always had that need to help people in any way that I could. I found that avenue to come through health and wellness companies. Back in the, let's see, like 95, I think. I'm aging myself. Where my wife, through a friend, got us some products from a really great company that was, state of the art back in those days. Which is where I also happen to meet you. So I'm aging you as well.
Thank you.
But anyway, we, had great products. Through that, we had, we enjoyed some really great health. And so for me, it just kind of continued. I love helping people. And if I can help them feel better in any way, that's a real plus for me. So I've been in, a number of companies, and seems like each time it would, progress. Different things came out on the market that were better for helping people. And that's kind of like why I ended up here.
Well, we appreciate that. So tell us a little bit about your family as well. I know your family is so important to you. It also is a piece of what drives you. I mean, you're retired now, but you wouldn't know it. I mean, I've got to say this, over the years and especially a couple of years with Modexus, I think you're aging backwards. You look fantastic. I don't think people would ever guess. You're enjoying retirement years now, but you're still steady at sharing what you're passionate about. I know you like to bike on a regular basis. Just tell us a little bit more about your family and just some of the things that you enjoy doing from a day-to-day basis.
Sure. Well, I'm the proud papa of 7 kids. We have 14 grandkids, 7 boys, 7 girls, and that is, the highlights of my life, as well as Dan. We just enjoy, she's retired now too, but, I'm just enjoying life. Like I promised myself, I was going to stay active. After I retired, I was going to sit around and get fat and sassy. Well, part of that worked out anyway. But
Still
anyway, so I have stayed on wellness products, throughout this time, and been really blessed with my health for the most part. And I truly believe it was, because of these products. When you came to me, I don't know, it's been over 2 years now, maybe 3, talking to me about a new company with some great products, and having known Dr. Charlie for a few years before that, I knew they were going to be great products, and boy, they sure have been. And like you said, I feel like I've been able to turn back the clock a little bit. I'm proud to say I'm 70, going on 71, but most days I feel like I'm 40. I was out, in fact, I was out yesterday helping the developer in our subdivision plant 10 live oak trees around our pond. And we were out there for about 4 hours. But I'm just trying to stay active, and because of that, I also want to share, the products that I have with people. And I just, people probably see me coming, they run the other way because I'm always talking about the benefits, and I just can't help myself. I'm so excited about what these products are doing for me and for Dayan. And I see people, anybody that gets on them, it's just like, wow, So for that reason, I try to stay active and talk all the time to people.
No, it's, your enthusiasm shows. I think enthusiasm is just so important. As I've stated before, the last 4 letters of enthusiasm, IASM, I am sold myself. And when I think you would agree with me, when we have something this good, we definitely have a responsibility to share. I know Dayan, your wife Dayan, is also now retired as an RN. I was in the medical field as well. So you guys make a great dynamic duo there as far as a wealth of information to be able to share. We have a new formulation that is getting ready for the grand launch. Product X. I know that your household's kind of excited about Product X. And you're grinning from ear to ear. I think it's just as good for the men as well. So,
Yes,
anything you want to share on that?
Well, not too much, where I'm held responsible for it. No, I'm kidding. No, it's been a great product, and having experienced, some of this before, we knew it was going in, this was going to be something great. But she's been on the new product for about 10 days, I guess. And when you can just tell a difference in her. She's more vibrant, and she's just, enjoying it. I think she's glad it's back, because I know she sure loved, the previous product. Yeah, and I'm enjoying it too, for that matter.
Okay, good. We'll just leave that right there. So it's all good. He's grinning ear to ear, and that's fantastic. So, you spoke of a previous company, and we got to share that company, and it's it was a good journey. Matter of fact, we got to know each other there, but we really got to know each other on a trip to Italy, to try to out, if I remember right, and there might have been a visit, bus ride to a winery, and some bottles rolling around involved. But this industry, I know for you, has meant a lot to you and Dan, because of not just the health and wellness and the opportunity side of it, but also the relationships and all the other things that come along with our industry. I mean, we're a health and wellness company with a world-class affiliate marketing program, but I want to see, do you have anything you'd like to add in that area as far as just the overall experience that being a part of a company like Modexus can provide someone?
Definitely do. Having been in a number of product companies like this, I can truly say I've been able to meet people. This is a good avenue for meeting people. I've met people all over the world, literally all over the world. I have friends now. mostly, in Europe and stuff. They're on Facebook and stuff, but it's one of these things where people reach out, hey, if you're ever over here, let us know. We'd love to meet you in person, that kind of thing. And for me, that was one of the big draws for me to Modexus. When I saw the corporate leadership and having known you as long as I have, and Dr. Rouse, for instance, and I just knew this was going to be a family atmosphere, and it's really proven to be true. So many people that I've met, even with this new company, Modexus, and everybody's so friendly, so helpful. People can't do enough for each other. Any way they can help you, they're there for you. And that's that giving heart that most people have for health and wellness too. So I am so glad that I'm part of this. It keeps me active in my mind and helps me to help other people. And when you get down to, whether or not you're going to get, paid back for this, you do in many ways, but the pay plan in this company was like, oh my gosh, I just love it. There's never a week that goes by that there's not a check, posted in my account, or sometime. Well, last month I think I had like 6, and it was like, these just keep coming. I couldn't wait to open my emails, because I knew they were coming. And I've never experienced that before in any other company by far. And to have the products we have, sure, there are a lot of people that say, oh, I'm not interested, but, I guess I'm old school, because I was always remembered, I'm going to be a product of the products. I'm going to enjoy the products. And if somebody says no, well, that doesn't necessarily mean no. It means, well, maybe not right now. But I just say next and I move on. The old adage, you can't lead a horse to water. Well, eventually they're going to come to it. And, for that reason, I just keep talking to people and reaching out to people. And I've been talking to people I don't even know. And, I go to Walmart or something, and they look at me like, who are you? What do you want? I give them one of my little magic cards and, go from there. And some people have actually ordered from that. And even reaching out to people I don't necessarily know well on Facebook. I want to help. If I see they have a specific issue that maybe we could help with, I reach out to them. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And that's fine. I tried, and I don't let it get me down. I just keep on going with life and enjoying life. And I know what I've got here, and I'm going to keep it in my family. That's for sure.
That's right. Well, I really enjoy, seeing your personal journey here at Modexus, and I've got to commend you. I mean, we never get to a point in life where we stop growing unless we choose to stop growing, and you just continue to grow into this opportunity. And you must be reading my questions, and I'm glad to hear you talk about, the opportunity side of things, because I know the smart pay system we have, and just our philosophy as far as our affiliate marketing program has created some additional income for you in retirement years that is significant. It's created some opportunities maybe that you wouldn't have taken advantage of otherwise. So is there anything you want to add about that?
Well, for us specifically, I guess, it gives us extra income. We can go out I can go out and eat Mexican restaurants all I want. I love that. But it's also a joy for me to see, some of my friends who are, oh, I got a check. A lot of times in these kind of companies, you work so hard and you barely get anything. Well, that's not the case with Modexus. And, maybe I shouldn't say this, but, you should always be a product of the product. But even if you couldn't afford that at the beginning, if you sold products, you could make money, if you joined the company. And that is an absolute amazing thing. It just, I cannot, say enough about that to our corporate leadership. And Andrew is just amazing. And you, of course, you know how I feel about you and Dr. Rouse and good old Potter. I don't know what I would do without him. he's a great guy. I like him a lot too. So
We
this is
we're
truly a
definitely
family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. We're very blessed to have our entire team, and Christian does so much for us as well. And I couldn't agree with you more. And he puts up with me too, Rick. So it's all good. I really enjoy this, these type of conversations. To be able to have this type of conversation with someone who I consider a longtime friend, but also someone that we've kind of grown together in this industry. And there's still a lot more of the Modexus story to be written and told. And I'm so glad that you said yes, and you're here as a founding advocate with this company. So guys, I want to encourage you, if you're not connected, if you're part of the Modexus family already and you're not connected with Rick McGrew, you need to connect with him. He's a wealth of knowledge, wealth of information, a lot more than he gives himself credit for sometimes. But if you've got questions on the product and things that maybe you're unsure about, I mean, I know he's very giving of the information, and because he's just got a heart, servant's heart, a heart of gold, and wants to help people grow in this opportunity. As a founding advocate, I appreciate your leadership and stepping up and helping people the way that you do. You do a lot more, and these things do not go unnoticed for sure. So in closing here, I mean, one of the things I know that you've been working on and that you definitely find value, it's the value of being consistent every day and having a quiet but confident and enthusiastic sense of urgency about going about how you do your business. And it's not all consuming for you. I mean, you're well-rounded, you enjoy your life. I know music's something that's important to you. If you haven't seen Rick on Facebook sharing some of that, I think it's on Wednesdays. You want to make sure you tune in and maybe enjoy that as well. But in closing, just when talking about consistency and enthusiasm and having that quiet but confident sense of urgency, is there any wisdom you'd like to share with everyone? And is this something that everyone can fit into their life if they just choose to open their minds to the opportunity? So in closing, any thoughts along those lines?
Well, I think going back to what I said before, be a product of the product. You can't help but know what these products are going to do when you're taking them. And unlike pharmaceuticals, they don't necessarily always work for you right away. So you have to give them time. They build up in your bloodstream. Your body gets adjusted to them. The products we have will do just that if you give them time. And I've had other people tell me that as well. And so I just recommend be a product of the products. Take them, learn what they're doing for you, research. Dr. Charlie's videos are absolutely amazing. I watch them every day. I watch one or two of them, and sometimes over and over I've watched them. They're so informative, and they're there for everybody. So I would recommend, just, trust in, Dr. Charlie, and he's been around this business for a long time making products, health and wellness, and we can't go wrong. And for that reason, I'm so glad I'm part of the Modexus family.
Well, we're glad you said yes, and that's an inspiring. This has been an inspiring message overall. I mean, I think there's a lot of things, a lot of takeaways here that people that are listening to this, if you're not part of this company, if you're not maybe associated with another Modexus advocate, you have a chance to reach out to Rick. I would encourage you to do that, because he comes from the medical background, but he's also very well versed in well care versus sick care. And even at 70 years young, sir, I mean, you're still studying this every day and working to get better at what you do and the ability to share everything we have here with this company. So Rick, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Give the best to Dana, if you would. And we appreciate both of you more than we could ever tell you. So thank you for sharing your heart with everyone today. Great message. And well, until next time, we just want you all to stay healthy and get plugged in here. I think you'll be glad you did.
See you later.